said Jake, panicked. They looked for another way out. They saw a window at the end of the hall. They ran towards it and tried to break it with their crowbar. The glass shattered, but behind it was another layer of glass. They hit it again and again, but it did not break. They realized they were trapped in a glass cage. "Help! Help!" they shouted, hoping someone would hear them. They heard a laughter from the Ouija board. They looked at it and saw the planchette moving by itself. It spelled out, "We told you to leave. Now you will pay." They felt a sudden pain in their heads. They dropped their flashlights and clutched their temples. They saw flashes of images in their minds. They saw a family of 4, a father, a mother, a son, and a daughter. They saw them living happily in the mansion. They saw them celebrating birthdays, holidays, and anniversaries. They saw them laughing, smiling, and loving each other. They also saw them being killed by a group of intruders. They saw them being stabbed, shot, and strangled. They saw them being dragged to the basement and thrown into the chest. They saw them being buried under the bones and skulls. They realized they were seeing the memories of the ghosts. They realized they were seeing how they died. They felt a surge of anger and hatred towards the intruders. They felt a desire for revenge. They felt a loss of control over their bodies. They felt themselves being possessed by the ghosts. They opened their eyes and looked at each other. They did not see their friends anymore. They saw their enemies. They saw the killers of their family. They picked up the crowbar, the camera, and the candles. They attacked each other with fury and rage. They did not stop until they were all dead. The next morning, the police arrived at the mansion. They had received a call from a neighbor who had heard gunshots and screams from the house. They broke down the door and entered the hall. They saw a scene of horror and carnage. They saw 4 bodies lying on the floor, covered with blood and wounds. They saw a broken window, a burning staircase, and a shaking Ouija board. They searched the house for clues and evidence. They found nothing that could explain what had happened. They could not identify the victims or the motive for their murder. They could not find any signs of forced entry or struggle. They could not find any fingerprints or DNA traces. They were baffled by the case. It was a mystery that would never be solved. The end.